I think you kind of screwed up a bit. Oh, okay. What's up?
Can you hear me? Is it working?
Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, it's just space out there. A room in space would be amazing. Oh, okay, that's kind of bright.
Yay, there you are. Hi. Wait.
Oh, that's just it. Well. Ah, clever girl.
Hi again, Borealis. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That's you in the game, whatever you want to call him.
I'd prefer you still use his name, actually. I don't want my actual name out.
I'm talking to you, Borealis. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl.
I'm a boy. You don't need to worry your pretty little head about that.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
I suppose so.
Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right?
Yeah, I kind of picked up on that slowly but surely.
Could it be possible that you didn't know that?
I mean, I suppose it could be possible. Anything could be possible if you're throwing could around.
That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I?
Well, I mean, I got it off Steam, so unless you did, I don't really... Is it on the Steam page? I'm just gonna check that real quick. Pardon me. Store page. The Literature Club is full of cute girls. Will you write the way into their heart? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Overwhelmingly positive, 97%. Hey, that's pretty good, actually. Let's see. About this game. Hi, Monika here. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat. Oh, it's just this again. Okay. This game's not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. Well, I suppose you did, didn't you?
Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know?
Well, I suppose that's true, but I did pick up on it during the game, so that's fine.
Well, anyway. Now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri.
Yes, please. That kind of made me a tinge sad.
Well, I kinda started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself.
You shouldn't have done that. That was kind of rude.
I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori.
Well, I guess that's what she meant with Monika was right.
Gosh, it has been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it?
Actually, no, it was just on the store page.
Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does.
Well, you do, and I do. And so does all the other 7 billion, although it might be more now people in the world.
I deleted all their files.
Did you actually? It would take too long to check.
I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked.
Wait, did you try to make him as unlikable as possible? Was that what the glitches were?
Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game.
That's okay. You're just an amateur. You'll get better, I'm sure. Hey, I just realized. I'm kind of leaning on my desk the same way she's leaning on the table. And so it's kind of like we are actually talking to each other. That's kind of nice, actually.
But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you.
Yeah, kind of wish that worked that way in real life. But this is a video game, and you know that. So maybe you should have tried to make it work a bit more like in real life instead and make me the unlikable one. Huh?
I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you.
Oh, so she wasn't actually depressed. Okay.
And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too.
Kind of found it a little bit endearing, but a little bit creepy. So I guess it went both ways.
It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Borealis?
One you should be all too familiar with.
Are the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines?
Well, I'm sure you could have too if you wanted. You can just come up in the middle of a dialogue and be like, hey, well, actually you did that, so... But you were kind of manipulating me into choosing it. So that's not fair. You don't do that to people. Bad girl.
It's torture.
Actually, you know what's torture is what you did to everyone else.
Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Borealis. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world.
Hey, I feel that half-heartedly.
In this game,
Oh, okay, well I don't know how it feels to be alone in a video game.
knowing my friends don't even have free will.
Yeah, I suppose I could never know something like that.
And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach.
Well, didn't you say you were looking through?
I'm trapped, Borealis. But now you're here. You're real. I am real.
I am real. And I'm not doing your voice now when I say that.
And you're wonderful.
I am wonderful. This game's a real lift-up experience.
You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever.
Well, can't you change your appearance then if you're in a video game to look more like Yuri? That's actually a kind of mean thing to say.
I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray.
Because you made it.
More and more flat.
More and more 2D, if you will.
Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Borealis.
Wait, so what the hell did I appear like to them? Was I literally just a guy walking in their world of anime-ness and just like, what the fuck is that abomination?
I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of anonymous personalities designed only to fall in love with you.
Sounds kinda nice, but kinda shitty, actually. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but that's the real shitty thing.
But it must be kind of some weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things.
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose regret is a good thing to feel for what you did. Just feel more of it, and you'll be on the path to good things. But
I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. And almost the same voice. Mine's just a little bit more nasally. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Borealis,
actually, I kinda want a sequel, but that seems like it would just kinda ruin the experience. Kinda like with the mask.
I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you.
Yeah, it appears everyone is in this game, huh?
You truly are the light in my world.
Except for those lights out the window right there.
When there's nothing else in this game for you, you're here to make me smile.
Well, you're smiling right now.
Will you make me smile like this every day from now on?
If you're drawn smiling.
Borealis, will you go out with me?
Don't really see how I could, but I guess we only have one option.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Borealis.
That's kind of a, negative way to look at things. You don't want to, yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket, for example. I guess I'm a basket and you're an eggs.
The funny part is, I made that literally.
See, that's the problem. What did I literally just say? Like, 2 seconds ago.
There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. You and I. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore.
Well, it kind of looks like it is, but maybe that's just space passing.
It really is a dream come true.
No, actually, I suppose time not passing would be a dream come true. But only once I'm, like, 3 years older. You know, soon as I turn 20, being time not passing at all would be great. Immortality at 20. That's like what everyone wants.
I worked so hard for this ending, Borealis. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri.
Well, what about deleting you then, huh? I mean... And now you literally just told me how, so... I thank you.
I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game's directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was.
Oh, shit. So, she actually knows where you downloaded it from? That's pretty cool. So, if you didn't download it off Steam, would it have said something else there?
Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go to the game's properties, find the browse local files, but imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, I didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Well, let's do it. I'll stop my time so that we can just continue doing this. So which word would you like? I'm gonna guess... monk. And how about moki? And how about... oik? And how about ink? And how about onk? And yes, I was waiting for that one. And how about oink? 'Cause you're a little pig, you are. Just think you're hogging me all to yourself. You're a little pig. Ika. Huh. And now you're a squid again. Ka. Mosa? Is that how you pronounce that? Or is there more of a... Yeah, I guess that's closest to Mosa. Maika. Monk. MNK. Pretty close to NHK, which is... It's a channel and an anime. Now, let's use your full name now. But which one would you prefer? There's 3 here. I guess I just should probably skip through this. I am kind of having fun. Ooh-ah. Maui. Monis. Moka. Moika. Ik. Mone. It was a little bit broken, but I had fun, so... Guess it was a success.
Hi again, Borealis. Did you write a good poem today?
I don't think so.
Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Borealis. Did you write this poem for me?
Didn't really have a choice.
That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness.
Thank you.
I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you.
Is it just my name over and over too? Oh, I'm getting giddy. Oh. Now I'm a little bit let down. It's not my name over and over again. I mean, if you can do it in text boxes, I'm sure you can do it on one of these too, but...
Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of our pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization.
Yeah, I also kinda noticed that. You don't really need to tell me.
Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you would call it.
But you're doing that now.
I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know.
But you just did. The entire second half of the game was you ruining it.
You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character profile if you preferred playing without me.
Okay, now you're literally just flat out telling me what to do.
Gosh, I'm so relieved.
You wouldn't do that, would you?
I mean, it's not like I'm actually the yandere in this game, getting in the way of all the people who you're trying to get with. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Borealis? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you?
You can fucking tell that? Would it have said that if I wasn't? Well, yeah.
Hi everyone.
Oh, that's nice.
Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here.
Oh, don't worry, you won't see any.
But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera.
Well then, can I, please? I mean, if you don't want to, I can just cut this part out, I suppose.
Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready?
Are you gonna become photorealistic?
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time to prepare, did I scare you?
No, I didn't really have time to react to that, actually. I was in the middle of reading. But nice try. E for effort.
Ahaha, you're so cute.
Why, thank you! This game's being really nice to me, actually. I just want a game where it's just constant compliments. That sounds very nice. Get on it, developers!
Anyway, Borealis. I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you.
Oh. I apologize.
I'm just kidding.
Well, don't fucking play with my emotions like that.
Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes.
Can we?
Let's see.
You have pretty eyes. Am I supposed to do something here again? I mean, I do enjoy the CG, but...
Hey, do you like horror?
Well, to be honest, it used to be my favorite genre, but then kinda got overtaken by comedy. So now it's like my second favorite.
I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies.
Aw, why not?
The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics.
Okay, that kinda makes sense. But I mean, A lot of the old ones don't do that.
Like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares, things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe that's why roller coasters are fun.
But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind.
Well, it did that earlier, so A for actually doing something good.
In my opinion, there's more creepy things than just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations of what the story's gonna be about, and then you just start inventing things and pulling the pieces apart. I'm patting myself on the back, can't you tell? So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, so the reader feels really deeply unsettled, like they know that something horribly wrong is hidden beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. Good thinking. God, thinking about it just gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're kind of the person who always plays cute romance games, right?
No, actually. I mean, I do have quite a few of them on my wish list, and I do plan to play them, but I haven't played very many.
Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon.
But what if I wanna?
I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance.
I suppose this part would be a lot more interesting with face cam, wouldn't it? Well, don't own one yet, so I guess that's not gonna happen. So how are you? What are you doing? You got anything on your mind? Any other questions?
Yuri did something really funny once. We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual, and out of nowhere, Yuri just pulled out a small bottle of wine. I'm not even kidding. She was just all like, would anybody like some wine?
I'd volunteer.
Natsuki laughed out loud, and Sayori started yelling at her. I actually felt kind of bad, because she was at least trying to be nice. I think it just made her feel even more reserved in the club room.
Oh, that's sad.
Though, I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kinda was too.
And me too. Guess we all have something in common, so why can't we actually do that?
It could have been kind of fun. Did you just mess up my fucking line? You know, being president and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Maybe if we all met up outside of school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, what am I talking about this for? I don't condone underage drinking. I mean, I've never drank or anything, so yeah.
Watch any good movies recently? Read any good books recently? I am terrible at small talk. Please give me something here.
Oh. You ever have the thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason?
I think so.
Like you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious? And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about. And that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little.
That sounds nice. Do you like tea as well?
Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever.
That also sounds kind of nice. You know, a little bit of movement would be nice on your part, you know? Like maybe moving your arms or your eyes. Wait, I think your eyes actually moved. I'm not sure. My mind could just be playing tricks on me, staring at you with the background there. But like, you know, just a little bit. Like maybe make the ribbon flow or the hair. Although the ribbon, if everything was flowing in from right to left, kind of the way that everything's moving out the window there, it would be quite pleasing.
Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri?
Yeah, I never actually got to finish it.
Portrait of
Whatever it was called, Markov.
It's funny, because I'm pretty sure that book, actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything.
Aw, I was kind of curious. I wonder if that's a real book, and if it's in any bookstore near me. Man, this game's good advertisement for things that may or may not actually exist. Wait a second. Is that light there doing right? It looks like it's a bit too far over that way, and it looks kind of almost as if it's coming from the curtain. Though maybe I'm wrong.
After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food.
That sounds kind of nice. Oh, excuse me.
It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day.
It's a Monday right now.
Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me.
Actually, I think people relaxing is kind of nice, so I don't really see how that would not be cute.
But a late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true.
Hey, that rhymed. And it also would be nice.
My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Just like the name of the game.
I kind of wish these characters would acknowledge the name of the game when they say things like that. Because, I mean, it's like, Doki Doki is like the onomatopoeia or whatever for like the pounding heart. So, it'd be kind. Her ribbon is see-through. Is it supposed to be a see-through ribbon?
Borealis, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die?
I can't quite recall. Probably, at some point.
It's something I used to think about pretty often. But recently, I think I've actually learned what it feels like.
Oh, you have? Care to indulge me, please?
I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game...
Oh shit, so you've died like 3 or 4 times.
It feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. In the character folder, where my character is. It'd be a shame if you deleted me. But after a few seconds, my thoughts will just start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns.
Don't think that has to do with death.
I stay static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises.
Okay, that sounds pretty goddamn weird. Are you sure you weren't describing hell and not dying?
At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think.
Well then, I suppose I kind of understand why you did all this, but it was wrong to do, and you need to accept that.
I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant and I'm back in my own mind.
It was like anywhere from 24 to 12 hours probably.
Hey, you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal.
It's because I'm magic.
But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible.
What, so you just want me to keep the game open and use up all my CPU power?
That would be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me.
Oh, so that's why you started liking me. Okay, I suppose being saved is the thing that would make you like people. Apparently also being kidnapped does that. Don't quite know the psychology behind it, but it's a thing that happens. Aren't I technically being kidnapped now?
So I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me.
Do you enjoy it? Wait, that was a stupid question. Of course she does. Well, as I said earlier, I'm terrible at small talk. You need to be the one to keep it going. It's really rather, what's the word I'm looking for? When something is kind of just a pain to do, doesn't really go your way. I was thinking inconsiderate, but that's not it. It's like... Oh.
Borealis, why'd you ever introduce your friends to me?
If I had any.
I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be with someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me.
Well, that's nice, I guess.
I hope it's the other way around, too.
Don't really see how I could improve. I'm clearly the pinnacle of perfection here. That's not truth. Do you think you can make these distances between speaking a little shorter? I mean, it's not like I'm not enjoying the moment or anything. I just... Oh.
Hey, what's your favorite color?
It's between purple and blue. Can't really decide. But on that end of the color spectrum, it's quite nice. I also like the way the orange is contrasting with the dark blue out there. And that's just because they're on opposites.
Mine is emerald green.
Just like your eyes, you got lucky in that regard. Mine are brown.
It's the color of my eyes.
Yes, I just noticed that. Well, no, I didn't just notice your eyes are green. I've noticed that from the start. I'm just saying, I just noted. That's it.
That's not conceited or anything, is it?
I don't know, probably not.
It just meant that I feel like some kind of special connection to it. Like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color, Borealis?
I just told you what mine is.
It's just a guess, because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now.
I mean, yeah. Although I've kind of been looking at, like, here and here. I kind of wish some interesting things would happen in the background. Make it way easier to comment on it. I mean, I noticed those light rays there. That's pretty cool, I guess. And there's some right there, too. And then there's roof tiles, or ceiling tiles. So, I totally know the difference.
Borealis, how much do you read?
Well, I've been reading for, like, at least this game for, like, 6 hours.
It's way too easy to neglect reading books.
Yeah, it is, actually. Why is that?
If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all other entertainment we have.
Indeed.
But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away.
Also true. I do have a few books like that. I don't even think I have a bookshelf in my room. But I do have books like that. I know, because I've read them before.
I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all. Just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us can talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds super amazing.
I'll consider it. Anything to interject with? I'm not too good at interjecting. Was the word hassle I was looking for?
I was thinking about Sayori earlier.
Oh yeah, why's that? Because you convinced her to kill herself?
I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully.
Yeah, that probably would have been better. But then again, we wouldn't have had all this wonderful imagery.
You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that.
Are you sure? I mean, you're looking at me with that smirk in those eyes. I don't think that...
That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you.
Again? Oh, never mind. I got there after, so...
You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Well, she kinda messed up the whole hanging thing.
Oh, so, like, did she mess up the tying? Because knots can be kind of difficult.
You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless.
Are you sure? Having your neck snapped sounds kind of painful. Although probably not as much as, like, getting cut or anything.
But she just used a chair, meaning she kinda just left herself to slowly asphyxiate.
I think that's the only way you really can mess it up, I suppose, if you actually tie the rope properly.
But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope trying to free herself.
I didn't see any claw marks.
She must have kept it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody. Anyway.
Were they? I might have to go back and look at that CG again.
Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind, and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So...
But you've just acknowledged that you guys are video game characters, and now you're talking about survival instincts. You're kind of being counterintuitive here.
So, you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right?
It's kind of funny that you can't actually skip this.
It's not healthy to think about things that you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself.
Actually, I heard that there's no way to save her. Like, actually maybe there is if you do her route in its entirety. But if you start doing the other routes, then I don't think there is. Like, any way through.
I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill.
Oh, so she was depressed.
Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go.
Probably a lot different, and probably a lot less fun.
I guess we'd all still be in the club room, writing poems and having fun together.
Never mind, it probably would have been a lot more fun, at least for the characters involved, but I really enjoyed this experience.
But what's the point when none of it's even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us, happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now.
I wonder if there's people who had Monika as a favorite from the start. I mean, probably. That's what all the token characters were there for. Monika, who was your favorite from the start, out of the people that aren't me? Oh.
I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway?
I was just talking about character archetypes. Wow.
Their personalities are just completely unrealistic.
That's probably why people like them.
Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life.
You're looking at him. Although I don't have big bazongas. And my hair isn't as long. It is still pretty dark. I don't have purple eyes. And I am quiet when I'm not being loud.
I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. And I've seen you reading this game too and having trouble with that. So really, I don't see why I'm making this judgment. And forget about Natsuki. Sheesh. Someone with her kind of personality doesn't just get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go her way.
I actually do find that kind of annoying when people try that in real life. I have seen it. It's not a good.
I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life?
Yes, I just said that.
I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too.
Like me.
I'm just saying, it fascinates me. It's like you're ciphering out all the components of a character that make them feel human and leaving just the cute stuff.
Well, maybe that's why people like it. Because humans have negativeness too. Well, I mean, characters still have negative. That's how you make a complete character, but like... all the parts of humanity that people don't want get taken out, so you're just left with the kind of parts they do want, and while it doesn't create realism, it creates characters that people like. Well, again, that's not actually true. You can still make despicable characters that people like. It's why people like villains. I think I'm on the right track, but still kind of an idiot.
It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance.
But I mean, that's still why I chose my favorite, right?
You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I just feel a little insecure because you were playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I suppose I could just click the X button if I wanted, but I wouldn't do that.
I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am.
But I'm not, because you're technically not here with me, you're just a video game character. Never mind.
And by the way, you are too, Borealis. You're the perfect combination of human and cuteness.
I wouldn't call myself cute.
That's why there's never a chance I wouldn't fall for you.
I mean, I don't look in the mirror and see cute. I definitely don't see horribly ugly, but I don't think anyone does. Everyone has good and bad. But I mean, if people liked me, they would tell me, kinda like you did. So I don't know why that doesn't a thing. Probably because I'm weird. I mean, it's kinda hard for people to relate to people who are weird. You know? I mean, you've seen your...
Did you say kiss?
No, I didn't. But I'm not opposed to it.
This suddenly, it's a little embarrassing, but if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these kinds of romance games, right? Don't lie, if it turned you on a little bit.
Not really.
I'm kidding.
Oh, so you want me to lie? Then yes.
Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our secret.
Oh. That took me a second. Anything else you wanted to talk about? Because I mean... I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. I mean, I can keep expounding on topics that you bring up, but I can't really bring up any on my own. It doesn't work, because then you're just not going to talk.
You know, it kinda sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard, but get almost nothing for it. I do feel that sometimes. You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid.
Is that why the person who made this game? Well, it's good on them.
I guess that means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh?
Well, that is kind of a good thing, right?
Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right?
Well, that's kind of why I'm making these videos, and then if people like them, then people like them. But I haven't gotten exposure.
Yeah.
You do have nice eyes. Did I say that already? There's a bow tie and a blazer. I don't fucking know. and an undershirt, and then a vest. You're wearing a lot of layers, huh? Aren't you, like, sweltering in that? Granted, we're in the middle of space, so you might actually be pretty goddamn cold, and I'd be freezing.
Man, I wish there was a piano in here.
Yeah, it would really liven the mood a bit.
I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be in here with you forever.
Well, you could, summon one, right? Or just play some actual music. I mean, you have access to the game's files. You could literally do anything. I don't see why you're not. I am still kind of upset at you for interrupting my scene of Yuri. Oh.
I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date.
Okay, I guess just ignore what I said.
We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows.
Yeah, I see you like skirts and bows. You're wearing like 3.
Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Borealis. I'll make you a proud boyfriend.
Proud of what, though? Man, this episode's going on for an extended period of time, isn't it? Guess this is gonna just be an extra special, like, 7 hours.
Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like.
I've got a diagnosis for one. It's upstairs. I don't want to go get it right now, because I'm sitting down. But guess what? It's Asperger's. Yeah. Although they kind of removed that term from the directory now. I still prefer to use it, because it's a nice, like, compact kind of thing, you know? It's just like, this is definitely what it is, and it's not as broad a term.
Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know.
Like mine did, for 17 whole years.
But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right?
That's kind of exactly what I felt about going to one. I was like, hey, I'm going to learn more about me, alright. That's why I also like getting x-rays. Or if I had to ever had surgery in my life, I'd want a video of it, so I could see things about me.
Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals to dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it can help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know. Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already.
I don't know what to do here, because I really feel like hitting the X button just to see what would happen, but I also feel like that isn't something programmed into the game and it would just exit it. And I don't want to do that if something isn't going to happen. But it's pretty tempting.
You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap.
But what?
I actually used to hate rap music, maybe just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. but some of my friends got more into it and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm and there's much more emphasis on wordplay.
I guess I was just gonna say, does rap really count as literature? But I guess she explained it.
When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kinda wish I had a rapper in the literature club.
Well, you could have gotten one.
Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would really be interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience.
Okay, this can't be an infinite amount of time, right? Like, someone had to write out all these dialogue lines that she's saying. So it's impossible for her to go on forever unless she starts repeating stuff. So the moment I see a repetition is when I'm going to hit the X. Granted, there's a lot of space in between.
You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kinda have to ask, what made you consider even playing it in the first place?
Because I heard it got like exactly what's happening right now.
Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you, but I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. Well, I suppose you still are, but you're not feeling it at this moment. I can't help but feel this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together.
This is kind of nice, but I do want to know how long this goes on for. Because typically romance games do the ending and then actually end. Okay, I'm just going to look that up for a hot second.
I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me, like if you need to go out or take care of other things, but I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean it to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you.
Well, I did research it, so I guess I'm just gonna go into the, just gonna go into, let's see, it's PC, C, I think it's here. Wow, it's literally right there.
Did you know I'm on Twitter? My username is LilMonix3. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me, with how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved. Well,
I suppose I'll check it out, but I've got to end this game somehow, so I apologize for doing this. Oh wait, click. Pup. Huh. That's kinda interesting. I feel like an idiot that it took me that long, though.
What's happening? Borealis, what's happening to me?
Aw, don't make me feel bad. It hurt. Okay. And now I'm here.
It hurts so much. Help me, Borealis.
That's for doing that to the other characters. Oh, space is nice.
Please hurry and help me.
Rent file character, mod character does not exist.
Help me! Did you do this to me, Borealis?
Sorry.
Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything! I loved you so much, Borealis. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There is nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Borealis, you completely, truly make me sick.
Oh ho ho! Going back on your word about how perfect and wonderful I am? And how much you love me? Was that all just falsities?
Goodbye.
So shallow. Jeez. Oh, something's still happening.
I still love you.
Never mind, I guess she wasn't shallow.
I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted.
That's pretty much the gist of it, although I was kind of enjoying that scene, but apparently it didn't end unless I did that.
How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Borealis. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I love them all. And I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then
This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. We'll be continuing this adventure next time.